Well, hello. I'm Jack Malone. I'm the VP in charge of the Marine Division at Leer, and we're here at the Toronto Boat Show in the middle of cold, beautiful January with all the dreams about running boats this summer. I work for a company called Leer. Leer is a company that makes environmentally friendly products. 3 years ago, we introduced a line of outboard motors that instead of running on gasoline, run on propane. Propane is classified as a green fuel, okay, so it meets all the standards for a number of places that potentially wouldn't even allow gas outboards to run. But it is a clean outboard. We have a lineup of currently 4 models. We've been in existence, as I said earlier, 3 years. We have a 2.5 single cylinder. We have a 5 horsepower. We have a 9.9, and this year we're just introducing a new 15 horsepower as well. Later this year we'll probably be introducing a 25 horsepower, and then we are looking to go larger than that as well. The benefits of running a propane outboard are numerous. In today's world, particularly in the United States and here in Canada, a lot of the gasoline contains ethanol. Ethanol is absolutely the curse of small engines, whether it be outboards, lawnmowers, snowmobiles, whatever it might be. Problem with ethanol is if you let it sit too long in your engine without running, it'll gum up your carburetor. It also attracts water, which is the enemy of an engine as well. Propane is a fuel that has no expiration date. It's as fresh now as it would be 5 years from now. So it never degrades at all. The other benefit you have is because the engine doesn't have a carburetor, you have to, no choking, no priming, no winterizing is needed other than making sure that the water's drained. Literally the engine's pretty much maintenance free with the exception of it is a 4-stroke, all of them are 4-strokes. You still need to change the oil. We recommend changing it once a year. But I would tell you, when you do change the oil, it'll be as crystal clear coming out as when it went in. You also have to check your lower unit for lube or grease down there to make sure your gears are fine. As an advantage to all of this, the engine will literally start almost always on the first pull. And just to kind of show you that, we're here inside in the boat show, and normally you're not allowed to start an outboard motor in a boat show. But because our emissions are so little, virtually nil, we can run our engines right here in the show. So let me take a second here and I'll start this one up. This is our 2.5. As you can see on the first pull, the engine started right away. It's that easy virtually all the time. The engine runs smooth, quiet. It's a 4-stroke. This particular engine's very unique. The 2.5 and the 5 have 2 ways of fueling it. As you can see here in the video, this one's running on what we call the camping bottle. It's a small 16-ounce camping bottle that you often use when you go camping for a grill or other items. And this engine, the 2.5, if you average about 2/3 throttle, will run about 2.5 hours on that little tank. But in addition, you can also, right here in the front of the engine, with a hose, attach it to a regular propane tank. These are composite tanks, which are great for in a boat, no sharp edges, lightweight, don't rust and corrode. And you can also see the level of the propane because it's translucent. But you could just as easily run it on the tank that you have on your back patio on your barbecue. So here you go. You've got engines that basically there are no no's. No emissions, or virtually no emissions. No ethanol going through it, no priming, no choking, no winterizing. And I probably saved a little bit for the best for last, okay? Again, I'm here at the Toronto Boat Show in Canada, and it varies around the country, but in most countries around the world, propane is easily available and sells for significantly less than gasoline. So the next best thing is you're going to cut your fuel costs. And pretty much in a nutshell, that's our lineup of outboard motors and the advantages of running a propane outboard. And lastly, I want to point one thing out. If you look up there, you'll see an image where it shows a gasoline jerry can. No longer do you need to carry that around, okay? Now you have a variety of ways to fuel it in a good, safe system where nothing will drop in the water because it's a closed system. Thank you so much.
Blah, blah, blah.